Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, bringing you a nice little treat, and this is the Red Faction Armageddon demo walkthrough. And I'm going to be playing this on Insane difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty on the game. And yeah, here we go. This is going to be coming out, I think, in either the end of May or June. I'm not too sure which of the release title, but it's the follow-up to Volition's Red Faction Guerrilla, and they've completely done a U-turn on the design ethic all the way back to the original games in the Red Faction series. And by that I mean it's a linear action game set underground, and it's pretty cool, it's pretty interesting. And when you come up here, this first thing that's going to happen is you're going to get attacked by the enemies in the game. And these are the alien forces you're going to be fighting. So what I do on this part is I use the weapon that you've just been given, which is it fires detonating charges, and they take about 2 or 3 charges to kill them. The red ones are stronger than the blue ones, so focus on the red ones first. But you're going to notice that the enemies are very agile and they'll bounce everywhere, and they also take a massive amount of damage, which is something I'm a little worried about. But hopefully when you get here on this part of the game in the real game, you'll know exactly the best way to kill stuff, and you'll have played the game, so you'll know what you're doing a bit more. Because my main concern so far is that the enemies take a beating, they're very fast and they're very deadly, and I didn't feel like I could kill them very well, so I'm hoping that's something that will be remedied when I get my hands on the main copy. But you've just seen there the ability to rebuild the scenery, which I used by holding a button. It's nice and simple and it's really useful. It can fuck you if you're not careful, because you'll rebuild something you didn't mean to rebuild and you'll have to blow it back up and things like that. But the demo's pretty good on that kind of stuff, and every time you get to one of those red floating holograms, that will give you a new weapon. And it's just given me there the Singularity Cannon, which is the best gun in the demo so far. And it's also the gun I'm going to be using for the majority of this. Right here's an upgrade station. That's probably going to play a much bigger role in the main game, but apparently you can upgrade your evasive, which I just did then. I've never done this before because I never even went up to it on my first playthrough. I don't even know what the evade button is because I didn't check, so you're not going to see me. But when you come up here, you're going to be introduced to the right bumper melee attack, which does a nice little thrust of energy that knocks everything away and kills small enemies. That right there, what I just killed, is an enemy spawner, so make sure you destroy those hives as quickly as possible. That way you'll fight as little resistance as you can. Bear in mind the melee attack does take time to recharge, so you can't spam it, which is a bit of a problem, but I assume you're going to be able to upgrade it in the main game, so hopefully that'll be cool. And right here I get kind of screwed because I've got a black hole gun and it's 5 yards away, so I probably should have changed to a different weapon. But it works in my favour right there. I have no doubt that when you play the proper game, you're probably not even going to have this gun, but it's really fun to use, so I just definitely suggest doing it. One thing to bear in mind as well, these walkways here, if you blow them up and you fall, you will die, so be very careful if you blow them up, or just rebuild them before you go across them. Right up there is a hive, make sure you take that out or it's going to spawn enemies. And you'll notice I'm taking this demo at a pretty quick speed, and the reason for that is I kind of employed a Lost Planet, the original mentality when I played this, and I rush as much as I can and skip as many enemies as possible, because when I took it slow on Insane, I got my ass kicked a lot, and this seems to be the best and safest strategy through this demo. Also bearing in mind, coming up is going to be like a brute enemy. It's a green version of the aliens you've been fighting, and it is fucking really tough. It takes a massive beating, and what I do is I play it really cheeky here, because as soon as it turns up I run straight past it, because it's in a walk animation towards where it's supposed to do its attacks. And if you completely rush that section, you can skip it, you don't have to fight it and waste all your ammunition, and you can keep pushing through the demo. Coming up right here, I make a mistake on this next area, because you're supposed to go through this, rebuild a path for so long and then drop down the gap, but actually rebuild the gap, so I have to blow it up again, so just watch out for that. There is a nest, but the cutscene won't let me fire. I managed to get a shot off. This is the green dude. Completely skip him, run straight past him as quick as you can by pushing in the left analog to sprint. And this is where you have to rebuild. As soon as you get to the end of this, stop rebuilding. I didn't, and I rebuilded that, so I couldn't get through this wall. That is a mistake. That will slow down your progress, so that's why I fired the Singularity Cannon, fall down, and managed to come here. This bit is pretty much the last straight of the demo, and you're going to see a spawn up there, which is one of the hives. You're going to get attacked. You see that laser there? That's one of the blue ones firing at me from behind. This bit is literally just book it. Just get the hell out of there. Keep running. Keep shooting at anything in front of you. I'm using this gun because it's the most powerful gun you can use, and the assault rifle felt really weak. And just keep rushing around here. Use your melee attack when people are close. And eventually you will get out of this cavern and you'll be able to jump down. I think it's just on this corner here. You drop down and you can get into the mechanical suit. And this is when things become absolutely easy, because this suit is a rape machine. The right trigger fires its Gatling gun, the right bumper fires its rockets, and its rockets lock on, and you fire three of them, I think. There you go. And this is pretty much a tech demo at this point, because all you're going to be doing is just raping dudes, destroying scenery, and having fun with the game. Because I've played this demo 3 times now, and each time I've enjoyed it. I can honestly say I'm really looking forward to the game when it comes out. I do have my apprehensions, but they're just, you know, I'm an experienced gamer, and there's certain things that I don't like in games, and there's a couple of things that this one trips up with, in my opinion, so I'm hoping that they will make perfect sense when I play it. But so far it looks like it could be a promising game, and I'm definitely excited. So you will be seeing an insane difficulty video walkthrough when it comes out, regardless of if I buy it or if I rent it. It's gonna get done because it's been on my list for a while, and judging from the content in this demo, it could be something special. Right now you just keep following the instructions, keep moving through this market and just blowing dudes away. There's not really much challenge to this bit, purely because you're in a tank. You're in a walking bipedal tank, and it's just home wrecking. And I am finding the aesthetic of this game quite interesting, because it's got the whole underground, you know, Mars, Blade Runner thing going on with the Shanghai neon lights and shit. Kind of noir thing going on, future noir, which could be really interesting. That's a green one. You can tell it's a green one because it takes a massive pounding. The dude is the Chuck Norris of the Red Faction Armageddon aliens. He really is a wanker. These guys are pretty simple, so you just get a nice rocket there. You'll notice that I'm stepping over items which are refilling my inventory, which is cool. So might be a really... I wonder how many of these are going to be spread out through the game. Maybe there'll be secrets akin to the excuse me, to the vital suits in Lost Planet, where you could, if you knew where you were looking, find a bunch of them. That would be kind of cool, and it would mix it up, but I get the feeling this is going to be really linear. And above me now is a nest. If you kill that, you'll stop them spawning. It'll make it... Well, you can't really make it much easier, because I'm not even sure if this robot can die, because it's such a beast. But just keep pushing forward, keep gunning people down, and as soon as you hear the lady talk to you like now, that means it's the end of the game, and they mention something big is coming. So, I hope you enjoyed this little teaser of the guide to come. I know I certainly did, and I'll be seeing you all in that video, so you take care now.